The following may contain offensive language, adult humor, and or content that some viewers may find offensive. The views and opinions expressed by any one speaker does not explicitly or necessarily reflect or represent those of Mark Radulich or W2M Network. Please listen with caution, or don't listen at all.
TV party tonight! TV party tonight! We're firing up the TV party pots tonight! Alright! 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 Screens light up, brains shut down, talking trash about the best shows in town. No homework, no disguise, just hot takes on the studio live. Lock in, play, let the noise begin. Lock in another episode, another spin. No ratings, no mercy, no skipping the commercials of culture. TV party tonight. TV party tonight. Same screen, same fight, same damn podcast tonight. All right.
Yeah, that's your first time hearing our new theme song. What did you think?
I like it, although I kind of miss the Futurama crew a little bit.
I know, right?
It caught me off guard, but I like it. It sounds like it's not violating any copyrights or anything. So
Yeah, you see, Mark didn't tell me that he did a new logo and a new song. So the first time I hosted, I was just literally like, what the hell was that? That's the way it works here on the Radulich and Broadcasting Network. We don't alert our staff of anything. We just show up and then it's like, oh, okay, apparently this is a thing now. Good to know. Hello, 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 and welcome to TV Party Tonight. I am your host, Alexis Aina. Joining me, Mr. Andrew Roscoe, freshly de-thawed from Vault 31. How's it going?
still cold, still suffering a little hibernation sickness, but I'm good. Thanks for having me on again.
At least you're not blind. Sorry, the minute one girl was like, am I supposed to be able to see now? I'm like, aw, someone took notes for Return of the Jedi. I mean, come on, we all saw the reference.
I love a good Star Wars reference. Love it.
Absolutely. Speaking of which, before we get into our show, what did you think of the trailer for Mandalorian and Grogu that got released today?
I like it. It looks like a high budget episode of The Mandalorian, basically. So I kind of dig it. Yeah, I mean, I really don't have much to say. I'm kind of confused how he has the Razor Crest again because of where they left off in the show, but I'm sure they'll explain. I hope it's not something they explain off camera. Hopefully they explain it in the movies early on. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm game for everything Star Wars. So yeah,
absolutely. Been a huge fan of the Mandalorian series, and it's like, so excited for this. It's like
it's gonna be exciting to finally have another Star Wars movie in theaters again after after so many proposed like projects. Like, okay, this one's actually real. This one's actually going to arrive.
Yeah, we talked about this when we reviewed Skeleton Crew and the idea of, is it better for Star Wars just to stick to Disney Plus properties, or should they try to venture back into the cinemas? And it is refreshing that we're finally going to get a proper theatrical release of the Star Wars property again. You know,
Yeah,
I miss that. I miss that feeling.
Overdue. Not since. Wait, did Solo come out after Rise of Skywalker, or am I misremembering that? No, Rise of Skywalker came after, right? I forgot.
I think so. All that timeline just all kind of blurs together.
No, I think Solo came out after, right? Because I think it was closer to the pandemic.
I think so.
I forget. It's been a while.
It has. Yeah, anything pre-pandemic is just kind of lumped into one solid ball of wibbly wobbly timey-wimey. There, fine. I cater to the Whovians. I hope you're happy. But we're not talking Doctor Who tonight. We're talking something a little more apocalyptic because we are looking at Fallout Season 2. Fallout brought to us by the good people at Kilter Films, Big Indie Pictures, Bethesda Game Studios, and Amazon MGM Studios. This is the second season, bringing us Ella Purnell, Aaron Moten, Kyle MacLachlan, Moises Arias, and Walton Goggins as characters who try to navigate the wasteland and the vaults as we start to question exactly what is going on here. What are these plans? What is phase 2? What happened in Vault 31? And where exactly is Mr. House hiding? Because if the house always wins,
I think we'll get to it. We'll get to that.
we'll get to it. Okay, so we didn't get a chance to review season 1. Someone else reviewed season 1 here on the network. Was not a part of that. They wanted it for themselves. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. Go have fun. But Andrew, what did you think of the first season of Fallout? Just in like 50 words or less.
Okay, 50 words or less. All right.
I'm not counting strictly, so don't worry. I'm not going to come after you with a yardstick or something.
I only use a lot of compound words and just like squish them together.
Attaboy.
I love season 1. Season 1 is fantastic. It kind of is more closely related to Fallout 1 and 2, whereas New Vegas is basically really centered around Fallout New Vegas, which is a whole separate side game. So it was much fresher for me because I never played the first 2 Fallout games. I've only played all the ones since then, 3 New Vegas and 4 and 76.
That's what a lot of people say. You know, I see a lot of Vault-Tec cosplayers at the Comic-Cons, and they say the same thing. They talk about 3, 4, and New Vegas. I never see anyone talking about 1 and 2. It's like BioShock 2. It just apparently in the mind of the gamers, it doesn't exist.
Well, I've never played any of the BioShock games, so I can't attest to that. But the thing is that 1 and 2, those were isometric kind of, PC RPGs, like way before Bethesda ever acquired them, because they belonged to I forgot the name of the other company that had them before, but yeah, they bought out the Fallout license later on, and then 3 was like the first first person, third person, shooter. They completely changed the gameplay, completely changed how the mechanics work. So I'm only acquainted with modern Fallout, which really starts like in 2008 with 3. And so, but back to your original question about season 1, I enjoyed. I don't know why. I'm not one of those people who always thinks the first of anything is always the best, because I don't like that mentality. But like, it's fresh because you're establishing the characters, you're kind of getting to know them, and it's always harder to follow it up, right? It's always harder to follow up a second film, a Attack of the Clones or Empire Strikes Back. It's always harder to follow up. So I think season 1, because I had really no expectations other than the fact that it wasn't going to be based on any one singular game, I think it helps that it kind of just introduced everybody. We're all on the equal footing in terms of like veterans and newbies and stuff. Like we're all introduced to the same settings at the same time, and it just, the chemistry and the characters are kind of like this kind of like a western of these 3 different characters. You have like a super perky, happy go lucky, never had to deal with any real struggles girl. You got this righteous knight who kind of starts going down this slippery slope. And then you have, the ghoul with a kind of just like jaded, like I've been around long enough to know, like, how the world works. Like, it's really cool having these 3 different characters kind of, clash with each other in different ways. And then season 2 kind of does the same thing where it kind of just, it throws them out and then kind of pulls them back in. And, they are kind of changed for the most part, but I don't want to get too much into it. But yeah, season 1, I think I like season 1 a little bit more. I felt, I just enjoyed it a lot more. I think I had too much hype because Fallout New Vegas is my favorite Fallout. And I think I was just expecting too much from this season. And I blame that more on me than the actual showrunners, because I just, in my head, like, oh, we're going to see this. They're going to do that. We're going to see this. And then I think it was kind of unfair for me to put that on them. So season 1 just has a better impression on me.
All right. Joining us, having some minor technical difficulties. Kat, can you hear us? Kat, you there?
I can hear you guys. Can you see me?
No, we
I'm
hear
here.
you. We do not see you.
Man.
We can only hear you.
All right. Joining us,
hold
Kat,
on.
This
is starting to piss me off.
Put the what's the thing called where it's like the Indian head.
The please stand by. Yes. Oh my God, we should have programmed that in. That would have been awesome.
I know, right?
The little loading screen.
Here, hold on. I got to do this on my phone, which I hate to do.
It's okay.
Stand by.
No, it's cool too. Like a field reporter.
Drive me nuts.
Kind of feel.
You know what? I had a handful of reviews where my camera wasn't working, and I jokingly always said it's like I'm reporting to you from the void. Because like, just like, screw it. Okay, yeah, I'm here.
You know, I am so tired of dealing with this. This has been like I've first I couldn't like sign into it, and yeah, no, I am frustrated. Hey, there I am. Okay, hold on. Hang on a second.
No problem. No problem. So yeah, I absolutely did love the first season. There was a really great balance I felt between the three main characters,
Mhm.
Lucy, Maximus, and Cooper slash the Ghoul. And
Oh,
hang on a second. There we go. Was that you?
Oh, there we go. Yep.
Hi, welcome aboard.
Hi, sorry that took so long.
It's okay.
Gotta let
It's all good. I will say, if you're trying to connect through a phone, I have seen this thing gets really picky when you're trying to connect through a phone. Sometimes it'll be like, okay, audio's not going to work or video's not going. It's like, I don't know why. It's like the phone just basically says you can have one or the other. I'm not doing both. So
Here's the thing. Like, I was using my laptop because I didn't want to use my phone. So that's where I'm at, and I'm going to shut you down right now. Oh, no, I'm not. No. I'm going to shut down this computer. There we go.
all right. So I got a message from Mark saying it's like, oh, by the way, Cat's on for your Fallout review. I'm like, oh, okay. So what got you interested in wanting to come on and talk Fallout?
So I love Fallout. So the very first Fallout game I ever played was Fallout New Vegas. Like the guy that I was seeing at the time, and also one of my best friends was obsessed with Fallout, and I'm like, ooh, let me see if I can play. And I don't know, I fell in love with it right then, and then I took over the game for 6 weeks.
I sympathize. I kind of did something similar with Kingdom Hearts and my ex.
Gotcha.
Oh, I love Kingdom Hearts. So good.
I do
so good.
too. Yeah. So like I would play this game around the clock. Like all of my days off, I would wake up, immediately get on my Xbox, play for hours, probably play until like 4 or 5 in the morning, and then go to bed, sleep a couple hours, and then come right back. Like I would, yeah, like I would like spend hours just grinding on this game. And it's one of the only games that actually like where my conscience my conscience came into play. Because like on Grand Theft Auto or whatever, you know, like I'm running over hookers, I'm shooting pedestrians, no big deal, you know.
I love how because I lived through the Grand Theft Auto 2 Vice City wars with the parents fight. I was like, you can do what with this game? So I just love how casual you can mention about. It's like, yeah, I was killing hookers and
yeah, like I'm sniping out pedestrians, I'm lobbing like grenades at cops, but for some reason Fallout like brought my conscience into play, because like this deals with slavery, this deals with horrific abuse, because because post-apocalyptic America is brutal and unforgiving and dangerous and scary. I didn't want to contribute to that. Also, it's like the game is so much easier if you actually talk to people and not kill, like don't shoot first, ask questions later, like goods are cheap. You're not constantly having to like dodge bullets if you're not killing everyone. And also if you kill bad guys, you get karma.
I forgot about that. Yeah, the karma system. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I actually killed like a powder ganger or two, and I'm like, ooh, you've gained karma.
Yeah.
And then pretty much as soon as I met what is it? Volpus and Colta in Nipton, and he's like, "Yeah, we killed the whole town." I'm like, "Oh, fuck you."
I love that. I actually like that character a lot. He's so like calm and just kind of cool and just like chill. It's kind of sad that I guess for the timeline it wouldn't make sense for him to show up, I guess, but yeah, the Powder Ganger, like she mentioned, Alexis, that was another faction in New Vegas, but they don't show up in the show because
No.
they're pretty much wiped out before the show even takes place. So yeah,
Yeah, pretty much. But oh my god, when Caesar's Legion, like when Lucy saves that woman, and I'm like,
Mhm.
wait, why do I know that outfit?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
just
And
a
I'm like-
white like tunic kind of thing. Yeah,
And I'm like, oh no, they're going to Cottonwood Cove. They're Caesar's Legion. And I'm like, oh wait, hey, Macaulay Culkin is playing.
That's actually just as good of a place to start as any. What did you guys think about Macaulay Culkin playing this Legion leader? The potential new Kaiser. Just gotta make sure you say it right.
Man, I love Lucy. She's like, wait, it's Caesar.
with the whole Latin thing. Yeah,
I actually looked it up. Apparently, the Romans would have pronounced it Kaiser. The soft C was, I guess, something that was more introduced through. I think they said it was the Catholic Church that actually changed
Okay.
the pronunciation, if I read that correctly. So yeah, she's like, it should have been soft C. You're like, no, actually, they're correct. Congratulations.
yeah. In the game, everybody outside of that faction calls him Caesar.
Mhm.
Well,
And only within true to Kaiser, only within like the faction do they say Kaiser. So yeah.
So the only other person that has never been affiliated with the Legion who pronounces it Kaiser is Marcus, the super mutant who
Okay.
lives up in Jacobstown.
Oh,
Who's-
okay. I don't remember that. It's been a while.
But yeah, seeing the guy take his mask off, and I actually shouted, "Holy shit, Kevin McAllister!"
I know, right?
I forgot completely that they announced he was in this season, and I was just like, of all the people I expected to see under the helmet, that was not one of them.
Did you hear about how that happened, Alexis?
No,
No, it didn't.
No?
Please.
So
enlighten
apparently
us.
when Macaulay and Brenda Song, his wife, they were watching the first season, like I guess he's a really big Fallout fan.
Oh sure.
And he was watching it, and his wife just kind of like you could be in this show if you probably wanted to, right? And he's like I don't know, like should I try? And she kind of convinced him to just try because he's like a big Fallout fan apparently.
Mhm.
And yeah, it was that easy. I guess it was as easy as just like asking like if you could have like a role, and like they put him as the legate, right? I think it was like a legate. That was his rank.
he was. I don't know if he had a name. He's just the legate.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
I'm saying
I-
because he had like the mask, right? The big like
Yeah.
elaborate mask
Yeah.
for the legate uses. Yeah.
Like I've been calling him not Legate Lanius for like it's not Legate Lanius.
Yeah.
I just kept saying, "Oh, it's Macaulay Culkin dressed up in Roman armor."
Yeah.
Like I said, just that caught me off guard so much. And I do love the whole side plot with the Legionnaire. You got they got a civil war going on because essentially the old Kaiser's body has ended up in what is essentially no man's land.
Yeah.
They are going nuts trying to kill each other from getting to the guy's pocket to find out what he actually said in his last will and testament.
Right.
Mhm.
There, and the will literally says, "Yeah, it ends with me. No more Kaisers." And Macaulay Culkin's just like, "Nope, kills the only witness, eats the evidence."
Eats the paper.
Which that has got to be the nastiest tasting thing ever, considering how long that thing's been in that
So
dude's
gross.
pocket.
Only for Coop to like completely blow both factions up, which snaps to him. I was so excited because I fucking hate the Legion. Like I've played Fallout New Vegas probably, I don't know. I've done full playthroughs probably 4 times, and
Mhm.
I can never side with them. I don't know why. No,
I did just to
okay.
get the trophy, the achievement for it for that
Okay.
ending. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it would be good to play one round if you're trying to do a completionist style. But I do love how well they paint them, especially with their rampant sexism. So
Right?
even if
Yeah.
you're not a fan of the game, the minute you see how they treat the women, the woman who leads Lucy back, and it's like, nope, you're dead too. It's just like the minute you see it's like, no, I'm okay hating these guys.
Exactly. Like pretty much as soon as I met them in Nipton, like it was like I turned into Boone, you know. I was the last thing they never saw. Like I would, yeah, like and yeah, I saw a video of somebody like, you know, here are ways to kill Caesar. So I picked, okay, my personal favorite is to go into stealth mode and then reverse pickpocket C4
Pickpocket. A grenade. Oh, okay, a grenade or some kind of explosive. I figured. Yeah.
and then like and then you throw out mines, you know, frag plasma does not matter, just mine. And then
So-
you like and
How
then
about how about getting high on drugs and taking on an entire squad of Elvis impersonators?
no, I love
Kings.
those guys.
The
I,
Kings.
I'm not gonna lie. It's like I looked up later about who the Kings were, but just watching it, I was like, I didn't know seeing an army of zombie Elvis impersonators is something I needed to see in my life. But I am so glad I saw this. I freaking love that scene, and I love how well it plays into the game. Though when you take certain
Yeah.
drugs, everything slows down, and you've got
Yeah.
an advantage. And then Lucy at the end's like, "I think I want a cigarette. Do you have a cigarette?" And Ghoul is literally
Right.
saying, "One addiction at a time."
Wild
know.
Wasteland perk. Yeah.
Oh, Andrew, did you clock um the 3 crazy little old ladies
Yes.
free play?
Yeah. The ones in the Vault-Tec building with their yeah. They were just missing the what do you call it? The rolling pins. Yeah.
Yeah.
They-
Yeah, because
so
Oh,
Alexa, so just for context, you know those 3 old ladies that show up when they're checking, like, oh, it's like what's in there? Oh, it's a rad roach farm or nest or whatever.
I thought there were only 2 ladies.
There was 3, wasn't there? I think
I
only
thought
2
there were only
spoke
2.
though.
If there was a
I
third
saw-
one, I didn't see it because only 2 did speak. So if there was a
Yeah,
third
only
one,
2
I
of them
didn't care.
spoke, but that's like in the game. There's a if you take a certain perk in the game, there's a basically
wildly
a group of elderly women who go around terrorizing the wasteland with rolling pins. That's like
Yeah.
that's their thing. I'm not sure if that's like a Monty Python reference within that. I'm not sure exactly.
Oh
It
my
would be.
God.
Because there is a lot of Monty Python references in Fallout New Vegas in the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it says gang of elderly women who go around terrorizing people with rolling pins. So that's
Yeah.
and those women were dressed just like those characters, except they weren't as crazy, I guess. So, yeah, I definitely caught that nod.
Yeah, it's when you take the wild
Wasteland perk.
perk, yeah, which
Mhm.
I was really excited about. I'm like, oh my god, it's Patty
Fisto too. Fisto.
Yes. No.
I feel like I've got very little to contribute to the show tonight. You two were just going to talk about the game
sorry, I'm
for
sorry,
like
Alexis,
another
I'm
2
sorry.
hours, and I'm just going to sit here in the corner like, please go ahead.
I'm sorry, Lex.
Sorry.
You and I have never been on a podcast together. Both Mark and Sean will tell you that I am a cute little ball of neurospicy chaos. But
It's all good. I'm glad to have you on before we review The Bride next month, because I know you're coming on for that, right?
yes, I am.
Yes.
I of course need to see it.
I cannot wait to see that. The movie looks so good.
Right?
That's a Christian Bale Frankenstein looking movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Maggie
Okay.
Gyllenhaal's directorial debut.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Really excited to see it. I love Maggie Gyllenhaal. I love Christian Bale. I love Jesse Buckley. It's like I love Frankenstein. It's like everything about this is just so right up my alley.
Yep.
Mm.
Written by the original Goth Girl. So like
Oh,
Mary
that's-
and Shelley.
actually, you're right about that. But I was also thinking about Maggie Gyllenhaal's theatrical. I think it was her theatrical debut in Cecil B. Demented.
I actually just recently saw that, like a couple of excuse me. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh. I actually just recently saw that for the very first time, probably 6 months ago.
Then when you said the original Goth Girl, I thought that's what you were alluding to. Because Andrew, if you've never seen it, it's this crazy film about these guerrilla style independent filmmakers,
Mhm.
and one of them, I think she's the makeup artist. It's Maggie Gyllenhaal. It's her
Yeah.
it's her first role, and she's a devil worshiper.
She's
And she is
amazing.
just so hilarious. She's the makeup artist. She goes up to this actress, smacks her across the face, and goes, "Satan says you need more color in your cheeks."
Yeah.
It is so balls to the walls insane. Oh my god! But she is
It's directed
hilarious in
by
it.
John Waters. Yeah. It is directed by John Waters, and the actress Melanie Griffith.
Yeah, Melanie Griffith plays this A-list actress who gets kidnapped by these guerrilla filmmakers to make their anti-establishment movie. And it's literally a case of, okay, now you're going to shoot your gun. Okay, but it's a prop gun, right? Yeah, it's of course. She starts shooting the gun. Guess what? It's not a prop gun. It's real.
Oh,
It is-
Alec
yeah, I
Baldwin
mean-
situation.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ow. But no, it is a John Waters film. That man is the living equivalent of a gaudy vintage pink plastic flamingo in the front lawn of a 1950s style trailer.
I'm a connoisseur of trash, so I the altar of John Waters.
You know exactly what I'm talking about then.
Well, I mean, I was just on for John Waters triple feature a couple of like 3 weeks ago.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I forgot we did that.
We did Polyester, Hairspray, and Crybaby.
Right.
I know 2 of those movies.
Really?
Yeah. I know Hairspray because I used to work at a video store, and that was the not the John Travolta. Well, I guess he's in both actually, but I think, right? Or
No, he was in the
one where he plays the mom.
Divine plays the mom in the original. John Travolta plays the
okay.
mom in the musical.
Yeah. Okay, that's the one I saw. And then I seen I used to walk by the rows of old videos, and we had Crybaby. I remember just Johnny Depp with the little tear thing. Never seen.
Mhm.
Just those are the 2 I know.
That was my first one that I've ever seen.
All right, so back
All
to
right.
Fallout. We are getting way too distracted.
Go ahead, Alexis. Go
Okay.
ahead.
One of the things I also love about the show is how will they incorporate their flashbacks? Because we're not just watching The Wasteland, we're also watching the storyline with Cooper Howard, and essentially it's a mystery as we're learning who actually did launch the nukes, who is to blame for Armageddon. Because we thought at the end of the first season that his wife Barb said, okay, let's have Vault-Tec launch it. We find out at the end of, or midway through this season, that wasn't her idea. That was Michael Emerson's character, who was alive back then. I feel like the subtitle of this show could be, how the hell are all these people still alive? Because while we're seeing, it's like, okay, so we know the ghoul's alive because of the radiation. We know Steph, Hank, Betty, and them are all still alive because they were cryogenically frozen. How the hell is Lee Moldaver and the doctor still alive? That we have not gotten an answer on yet.
I figured
Yeah.
it was just like the same thing with Hank. You know,
Yeah.
Cryogenics.
It's possible. Like I say, it hasn't been answered yet. So, we keep seeing these actors appear in a 200 time jump, and it's like, okay, so either there is a blue box outside, or cryogenics or something. I don't know. I want to know how this is working. But the mystery with Cooper is so much fun. Walton Goggins is an amazing actor, and it's kind of funny that for the longest time he was just. He played cowboys a lot. I think the first movie I ever saw him in was Shanghai Noon. He was one of the accomplices to Owen Wilson's gang. And then and then I remember seeing him in Predators, where he's a serial killer, like released from jail. He gets put down with all those mercenaries on the Predator planet.
Wasn't that Topher Grace who was a serial killer?
Topher Grace was the serial killer who wasn't caught.
Yeah.
Oh,
Walton Goggins was the one in the prison uniforms. Like, no, he's a serial killer too.
Right.
He just got sloppy.
Yeah, I forgot. You're right.
That movie, I don't care what anybody says. That movie fucked.
I like that movie too. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I like it. I like Adrian Brody a lot, so I like that one.
I did too. And I loved all the other actors.
Yeah.
But and and then you see him as the one of the bad guys in Ant-Man and the Wasp, the second Ant-Man movie. So it's very interesting to see him come from all this, and now all of a sudden he is just this icon, A-list leading man. There were all these articles with him after this and White Lotus about how he's got all the sex appeal now, and I'm just in. The guy from Shanghai Noon and Predators has sex appeal.
Baby Billy himself.
Yeah, it's like, how did we end up in this reality? But he is phenomenal in this role. I think one of my favorite things about him is that it becomes very easy to forget that the Ghoul and Cooper are are the same person. He
Yeah.
plays them so differently. Just everything about them, not just the voice, but the way they walk, the way they move. He really brings so much passion and characteristic to both versions of himself that it becomes very easy to forget it's the same guy.
I mean, other than the voice, the voice being the same, but like even the kind of just the way he saunters, like his colloquialisms he uses are very different between the two. And of course, I mean, all of that has to do just with him being around for 200 years. You're probably not going to stay exactly the same person after 200 years, especially given the situations and everything. So, I mean, I think of that line that he tells Lucy from the first one. He's like, "I'm me, but like, no, I'm you." No,
I used to
I'm
be
you.
just like it's like I used to be just like you, stupid, something like that.
Not like that, but like just give it time or something like that. I think that's what
Yeah.
we're like basically saying like, I've been around long enough to know that like things go like sideways real quick and don't get attached basically to anything really. So, but yeah, you can see like he does. I mean the voice is pretty much the same and like he's kind of just jaded in both forms, but like one is way more callous than the. I mean, think about when he's like asked to kill Mr. House and he's like very reluctant. Like modern, the Ghoul wouldn't hesitate to do any of that. So like just very different.
Yeah, and Cooper says like I can find a way to get you get you what's in that briefcase and get you the cold fusion without killing anyone. And yeah, he does. And again, I love the conversation he has with Howard when he goes up to his penthouse. That discussion of the house always wins, but what if I'm not the house? The writing between the two of them is gold. It's just a brilliantly written scene.
That is also how Mr. House is in the game. He's very. I remember, Alexis, you were talking about this yesterday about how you say he reminds you kind of Walt Disney, and he's very much based on Howard Hughes, who Iron Man is based on also as well. Very savvy millionaire. They were both casino owners. Howard Hughes was a casino owner as well. A recluse, a brilliant recluse. He was like very like germophobic. He had like a lot of quirks. But he was a genius, right? So like he's a lot of that. And to see like just how he's like I've calculated everything. I've seen all like the different outcomes. Kind of like that's very much in line with him with the character in the game as well, where he basically has I've been planning things like hundreds of years in advance, and he's just kind of like that. He does reference though like how his body isn't really around because in the game you kill him. You kill him. And I like how he actually, I don't know if you caught it, where he mentions the different ways he was like, like a golf club, a shot, and like all these different things.
And
all those are things that you can do to his body, basically, because he's basically just like a shriveled vegetable when you find him in the game. So I like how you reference like all those different things.
Yeah, isn't he like in an anabolic chamber and he can't come out because his immune system is essentially atrophied?
Yeah.
Yeah, even if you don't kill him, he just dies just from being exposed to the air, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, War of the World style. Fun way to go out.
Right.
Yeah. I do love Justin Theroux as Robert House. This is a guy I've seen him in a handful of movies and TV shows. He's a really good character actor who does not get enough praise. Yeah, but I was joking about how he reminds me of Walt Disney, and I guess it's funny because when you look at it, Walt Disney and Howard Hughes looked virtually identical.
Yes.
And that style,
the hair,
the slick back hair, the little black mustache,
rich 50s vibes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, that is the style you see pop up every time you need a fictional megalomaniacal conglomerates. It's like, there's so many freaking, parts of that title, but I need to get it right because I look at that and it's like, I think Walt Disney, I think Andrew Ryan from the BioShock games.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I did play the first one, so I do know who Ryan. Yes.
Speaking of
Look-
which, where the hell are we getting that Bioshock adaptation now?
Would
That
you
is
kindly?
overdue.
Man, oh my god, I would kill for that. Cause part of the reason, I mean, honestly, Fallout was my gateway to like console RPGs.
Mhm.
So I played Fallout first, and then I played all the Bioshocks.
No, I adore the first Bioshock movie, and I keep hearing we're supposed to get a movie I'll tell you this, if Amazon does a TV show similar to how they're doing Fallout with Bioshock, I am so on board with it. Because if they handle it the way they're handling this, yes, please. We get a nice little back and forth between someone exploring the ruins of Rapture and flashbacks to them, or to Rapture in its heyday. Just, oh my God, that could be so good. And let's hope they have decent CGI artists. Otherwise, the production design is going to cost them everything.
The whole city's underwater. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a lot
exactly.
of effects.
Yeah, no kidding.
It certainly is. So I love Bioshock 1 and 2 so much. I liked Infinite, but a little bit less so because they weren't in
In Rapture, they were in Colombia.
yes. Like I loved Bioshock 2 so much. I plagiarized the shit out of Eleanor's speech with the good ending for my mom's eulogy. Yeah.
Oh,
I
nice.
plagiarized the shit out of it.
Wow.
I was like, you know what? I'm the only
Radar
person.
steel.
Yeah.
They say.
Yeah, I was like, I'm like, you know what? Eleanor said everything that I wanted to say, and I can basically guarantee you that no one's gonna clock this, and they didn't.
Hey, you know what? I gave my grandmother's eulogy talking about how I gave her the sorting hat quiz, and she ended up in Hufflepuff House. So nerds think alike.
Indeed, we do.
All right. Well, moving on to the third story arc, and that is with Maximus, who is returned to the Brotherhood of Steel. They think he is this great, powerful warrior because he's taking credit for a kill he didn't do. But he's like, okay, whatever, just write it out.
Right.
And we got them setting up base at Area 51. Did anyone else catch them fiddling with the Ark of the Covenant in the background?
No, but I did. I heard someone said it was in the background. I just didn't pay close attention.
I'm sorry. I am a giant Indiana Jones fan, and I was like, oh my! Because the minute I saw Area 51, I was like, the Ark of the Covenant does not show up. I'm going to be royally pissed. And yes, it's in the background.
Is it the same model from the movie, or
I
is
think
it
so.
like-
You don't get a really good look at it, but yeah, it's there. And I was like, thank you. Someone paid attention. And the scene of them fighting the alien, and it's like, screw the alien. We got an ice box. I love they just knocked the thing out.
They
Like,
knocked the
"Oh,
body."
that was great.
That's the novelty, is having a ice box more than the alien.
We did that. So Andrew, please back me up on this. In
Okay.
Fallout Vegas, if you have the Wild Wasteland perk,
Mhm.
you can find the icebox with the burnt out skeleton with the hat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is an Indiana Jones reference. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because he does that in the fourth movie, right, where he survives
In the ice
a
box,
refrigerator.
yeah.
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 We do find a skeleton in New Vegas that's in a refrigerator, and he has the Indy hat. Yeah.
Yes. And I laughed my ass off.
Well, you know what? This show showed that the icebox thing apparently does work, because that's how Maximus survived the Shady Sands.
Yeah.
How terrifying
I
was
know,
that
it's the
scene? The
Oh my
brainwashed
God.
guy saying that line from, I think it's New Vegas. It's like walking through the Mojave.
Oh,
You
yeah.
pray for a nuclear winter.
Yeah. Patrolling the Mojave makes me wish for a nuclear
Nuclear
winter.
winter, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you see he's got the mind control chip, and they pull back, and it's the giant retro style bomb.
Yeah.
And they think they've disconnected, but it keeps going, and just the realization, it's like, you can't escape it. You're
Yeah.
not going to get away in time. And the look on Max's parents' face, and they have to put him in the fridge.
Yeah.
And the way he's crying. It's like, oh my God, that was heartbreaking.
Did
to
anybody
watch.
else think for a second that his mom was Cooper's
Barb?
wife? Yeah, because she looked just like her, didn't she?
Very similar. Very
I
similar.
think just the hairstyle, maybe that's what
Yeah.
it was. I thought
Um,
for a second I was like, wait, is like she survived and she went to Shady Sands and she had. I really thought Maximus was could be, I guess Cooper, that would be like his stepson or whatever equivalent. But yeah, that's what I thought at first. And then I was so devastated when they disarm it and then disarming it actually activated it. I was like, no,
Yeah.
that was heartbreaking.
oh my god. So I have an 8-year-old son, and like watching that like brought me to tears
Mm.
because my biggest fear is leaving my baby before
Alone.
he's ready.
Mhm.
You know, like, and and just the fear on him just like tore me in two. Like I had to like my son was with his grandparents and I had to actually call him and go, "Are you okay?
Oh.
Mom's not going anywhere, I promise." Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, they pretty much had to Superman the poor kid.
No.
But yeah, that's like I said, that scene is so heartbreaking. And even more so again when you're reminded it was Hank who did that. That you know, you see him take the Pip Boy off, it says Dead Nation Complete, and he goes to read a storybook to Lucy.
Yeah, just
God.
like that.
Yeah, Hank's character, it is kind of scary how Kyle MacLachlan has made a history of playing very nice, upstanding, proper characters.
Mhm.
And to see him bring all of that and
He's
doing
no
these
Cooper, for fuck's sake.
horrible, yeah, doing all these horribly evil things, but still with that same, oh, I'm just doing what's necessary. I'm convinced it's the right thing, is scary as hell. You know,
Mhm.
when Andre and I were watching it, and they get to the scene where you see all the people in the Vault-Tec building the little mind control machines, and they're all operating in sync and everything at their desks and
Mhm.
smiling. I literally looked at him and I said, "Oh, well, you just saw what my personal hell is going to be."
Yeah. So that is the perfect encapsulation of the banality of evil.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Like during the Eichmann trial in, what was it, 1960, 1961, I want to say she was either German or Israeli. This journalist, I think her name is Hannah Arendt, but she coined the term the banality of evil because Adolf Eichmann was not this like mustache twirling, snidely whiplash supervillain. He wasn't Hitler or Himmler. He was just this pencil pusher, you know? He punched a clock just like everybody else. He ate breakfast with his wife. He kissed her goodbye. He took the train to work. And then he spent 8 hours putting innocent people on other trains.
Mm.
And I think Hank is,
Absolutely.
yeah, Hank is kind of the personification of the banality.
The banality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Well, just
that
think
is-
about how they. Sorry, Alexis.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
How they show as Lucy kind of follows in his steps, she kind of sees like what he leaves behind, where like the guy who's like split, like his stomach is compressed because he like basically stepped on him. Or
Yeah.
just think about so much of the testing and fine tuning he did on that little receiver thing with the
Mhm.
mice over and over and over and over, and then finally he moves on to human trials, and like the music is all like the kind of happy 50s kind of just like
Yeah.
jolly music playing in the
Yeah,
background.
it's the kind of music you hear about when you see a video of someone just going about their business in a factory with a big old smile on their face, like pull the lever, push the button, let's go to work.
Mhm.
It's the
Oh
music-
my God, so many exploded heads.
I got that jingle, jangle, jingle. Yeah, it's the musical Fallout, and let me tell you, I love that they are using like the soundtrack to Fallout
Mhm.
New Vegas.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like,
Yeah.
If you, I was gonna say, go check out the soundtrack on Spotify, you guys. If you haven't, they really did some amazing research to get some killer songs on this from
Mhm.
the time period, ending both seasons with the Ink Spots. First is
Yeah,
I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire. This one is What's Worth Fighting For, which is a great.
yeah.
I actually feel like that we need to get a new punk rock cover of that for our current political administration, if you know what I mean, because I really like that song.
Oh, haha. So, one of the most terrifying things in any Fallout is a Deathclaw.
Yes, I was that was on my list of things to ask you guys because again, you two played the games. I haven't. We got a hint at a Deathclaw at the end of the first season when we see the skull of one just
Yeah.
outside New Vegas. I do applaud the series for not introducing the Deathclaws in the first season. I was like, yes, build it up. That's something that I know the fans are going to be excited to see. We want to see that with season 2. And you see the first one kind of hidden in shadow in the Cena War in Alaska.
You
Mhm.
see,
And then you see that big one come out of the I love that it's literally called the Gomorrah Casino.
Yeah.
And you see it come on, just that's all it is. Is like, what did you guys think of how they represented the Death Claws?
I
Whoever
mean,
wants to go first, jump in.
when they first showed them when the Ghoul and Lucy arrive and they're confronted with one Death Claw, I'm thinking like, all right, they could probably take it. And then you see the second one, and I'm like, okay, they're gonna have to be creative. Then they see the third one, and I'm like, oh no, like they're not,
No.
they're not gonna be able to do
You
this at
are
all.
dead. You are
So
just dead.
In the video games, the Death Claw is like a very high level, basically end game enemy type. Like you do not. There is actually a section in the early in the game where you are stonewalled. You cannot progress because there is a whole nest of Death Claws, and you're actually forced to go around. That's just. It's not even like a scripted thing. It's just a level imbalance where you do not. You have to take the long way to Vegas. You have to go all the way around, and so just to see them like show up, I'm like, oh, like yeah, like this isn't gonna work well. And so like yeah, they were as intimidating as I expected. I really like when we see the first one show up, like Alexis mentioned during the flashback of the war where Cooper's in he's wearing the full armor, the power armor, and they
The like original design power armor, yeah.
Yeah, and then I like how like
One or
it looks at him and just ignores them because like that's right, I forgot Death Claws are blind. Like they smell and like sound is what attracts them. So like how he just kind of like he's like inches away and like I mean I know he has to survive because he becomes the Ghoul obviously, but I really for a second there I forgot like where we were time wise. I'm like what's gonna happen? And then I was like oh wait, duh, he has to survive this. Like I love those moments where like my sense of like believability, I don't know if that's the right term, but like kind of goes out and like because you know these characters have to like survive, they're the main characters, right? But like you just in that moment you're not so sure, and the Death Claws really deliver that.
It's the perspective of disbelief, and I get what, and yeah, you're absolutely right. A good story, like I think back to like some of the early Marvel movies, and when you saw some of the characters in situations, and you were sitting there literally going, "How the hell are they going to get out of this?" And obviously, we know they're going to survive because we know they got more movies coming. But they've built the tension up so much, you're pulling your hair, going, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!" You know, and you're absolutely right. And again, a really nice touch that ever since then, it's clear that Coop has never gotten over seeing the Death Claws because every time he sees one in the Freeside, is that the name of the city?
Yeah, Freeside. That's the part.
He's got that same terrified look on his face. He's just like, "Oh shit, I remember that thing." And
he sends Maximus to take care of it for him. And
he always looks so scared of these things,
as he should be.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, I didn't play the game, and even I know the threat of the Death Claws.
Oh, yeah, they're fucking terrifying.
Yeah, they are.
The first time just like Andrew said, like you have to go around because it's Death Claw City. So the first time that I ever like encountered one, I didn't know what it was. It was just like a red dot on my map. And I didn't hear it. And all of a sudden, there's this 10-foot tall abomination like balls out per my ass. And I'm wearing power armor. I might as well have been wearing wet toilet paper because that's how this thing treats armor. Because it's uh because like okay, so in real life this thing would be what 10, 12 feet. It's got claws, like 8-inch to foot long claws. It is muscular. It looks like a fucking demon. And
Got
yeah,
the giant horde's got the scorpion like tail.
yes, so terrifying. And it's also one of the only things in the entire game that can't be quelled with the animal friend perk.
Well, yeah, because it's not really an animal.
It's
Yeah.
some demon from hell. But I did find a workaround with Test Claws, and it's Arcade Ganon.
Okay.
Arcade Ganon is a companion that you pick up at the old Mormon
Fort.
Yeah.
Yes.
right outside of Freeside. He is part of the followers of the Apocalypse. He is ex-Enclave. And
We'll
he's
get to that.
and he's the only one who can take him out.
Well, the Deathclaws aren't the only bad guys we get, or the only monsters, I should say, that we get, because we also finally get to see rad roaches and rad scorpions. And the roaches thing kills me because I know that they're essentially just cannon fodder. They are the
Yes.
Goombas. They're the yeah. It's just like, but I also
They're not
love-
really a threat, which is really funny, but go ahead.
no, they're pretty much there to help you build XP. But it always makes me laugh seeing them. First of all, because they're so
Pretty
useless,
great.
and yet they took out that entire room of middle management. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you were killed by the lowest rung enemy in the game. That's pathetic.
I mean, it's basically what they train you on when
Yeah.
they're
Mhm.
doing the initial tutorials of the game.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of like a giant rat in a fantasy game or something.
Like I said, it's the equivalent of the Goombas.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
They could kill you if you don't, do the right. If you're not thinking about it, but they're
Yeah.
stupidly easy. But I always makes me laugh because I remember when Andre was playing Fallout 4 the first time, and after he awakens out of the cryo chamber and he's
Yes.
trying to find his family. But it kills me because he kept wasting his ammunition trying to kill
Oh,
the roaches, and he
They're so
was a
hard-earning when you shoot.
terrible shot. And I was like, "Oh my God, save your bullets! You cannot hit these things."
Just smack them. Just smack
Yeah.
them.
It's like, go get a club. Okay, go get a large club. They are literally lying all over the place, and
Yeah.
use that to kill the roaches, please. Because just watching him just die repeatedly for never being able to hit the stupid bugs was, oh my God, that was murder.
Although, I never did well with a melee either, so I can identify with that. I always use guns and other ranged weapons. Like, what am I gonna do with a crowbar or a baseball bat?
Save ammo.
Bullet will, blades don't need reloading. But
Oh, well, what did you guys think of the rad scorpions? We did get to see those pretty early on in this season. Again, it's kind of cool to finally see some of the other monsters that have, been,
yeah,
I'm trying to remember, were the rad roaches and rad scorpions thanks to the Force evolutionary virus, or were they just kind of like natural?
Radiation.
That's
I
just
think
radiation.
it's just radiation. Yeah. They got the Godzilla treatment, basically.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I think the rad scorpions were an abomination created by the Big Empty, along with the Cazadors and the Deathclaws.
Oh, I wish we would have saw those. The Cazadors are cool.
I
Those things are
know,
terrifying.
They-
hate
they-
them, though.
Well, don't forget, we do have a third season coming, and we actually got some really awesome build-up for the third season. We've got phase 2, which Betty manages to get the Pip-Boy to the Enclave. So, and she says
Mhm.
release phase 2, which we know has to do with the forced evolutionary virus.
Yep.
The idea that they may
Yeah.
be releasing that into Vaults 32 and 33.
Which means that we are probably going to see super mutants.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
speaking
got,
of
we got
which,
the small. Yeah, we got the small tease of one where we did see. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Alexis. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, I was gonna say that was actually the next part, and you caught who was playing that super mutant, of course.
Yeah, Ron Perlman.
The
Mhm.
man who says the line in every game
Yeah.
or never
was-
changes. Although I'm not gonna lie, as much as I love seeing Clancy Brown as the president,
Yes.
because
Okay. Yeah.
I know he does a voice for other roles in the Fallout games. I was kind of hoping Ron Perlman was going to
Yeah.
be the president.
Yeah.
Me too. Me too. I did too.
Kind of
I was like, I thought that was gonna be him. Like at first, because they kind of look similar. They have this
Yeah, they've got
rectangular head shape.
very strong facial
Features.
skull structure. Yeah.
So it took like a split
Dude.
second to realize it wasn't
Mhm.
him.
Yeah. I mean, Clancy Brown is what, like 6'5" or something. He was
Yeah,
he was
terrifying.
Kurgan in Highlander.
Yeah, exactly. It's hilarious because now most people are going to remember him as the voice of Mr. Krabs on SpongeBob.
That's him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the voice of
didn't
Yeah, it's
know
like
that.
one generation knows him as the Kurgan, the other generation knows him as Mr. Krabs.
I can't. Well, I can't imagine. Dang, I can't imagine him in the voice booth, like what, like doing all that. I can't imagine. I just know because he's also because he's in Clone Wars. He's a Savage
Mhm.
Oprah. I know and I can hear the sound as much. I mean, the voice comes in much clearer as that character, but I can't imagine him as Mr. Krabs. That's funny. I didn't know that.
See, I always think of him with as the voice of Lex Luthor from the Justice
Yeah.
League animated series, because I've argued this time and time again whenever we talk the Superman movies. I said, look, I will say Nicholas Hoult is the best on-screen live-action Superman we have gotten in a millennia, but I will never say he's the best because Clancy Brown will always be the best Lex Luthor to me. Just like Kevin Conroy will always be the best Batman.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel the same way about Jack Nicholson and Heath Ledger being the Joker. Like
Mm.
they are neck and neck for best live action Jokers.
But no one's ever going to beat Mark Hamill.
No one is ever gonna. Yeah, no one will ever hold a candle to Mark Hamill.
Agreed.
And also, I would also throw my hat in the ring for Peter Weller as the voice of Batman in Dark Knight Returns, because he's also amazing.
Okay, I'll give you that. But yeah, so we have Ron Perlman, Super Mutant, manages to pretty much save the ghoul's life after he gets frickin' defenestrated thanks to pissing off Lucy, and she uses the power fist on him.
I love that.
I love it too, but I was kind of hoping to see the power fist used in more of a climactic battle. It's like, really, Lucy, you wasted the power fist on that? I don't know.
I just liked how it had like an outrageous price. He's like, I'm just gonna steal it, which is very Fallout like.
I don't know. For me, it was kind of like watching that first Doom movie, and you see them fire the BFG, and it doesn't really go anywhere or hit anything. It's like, come on. You know, we see you get this awesome weapon from the game, and it's like, and that's what you use it for. That's it. Come on. You know, that's just me. But another thing that was actually brought up. So we got the Super Mutant who saves him and talks about how there's a war coming between the ghouls and the ghouls, the Legion, and he says all thanks to the Enclave. So we do know that we're going to see a war in New Vegas in the third season, because now that the Legion's got Macaulay Culkin leading them, and the New California Republic has shown up finally in Vegas to help out. Yeah, it's gonna be ugly. You know, they're gonna be very ugly.
Battle for Hoover Dam Part 3.
Yeah. Oh, they don't even mention Hoover Dam at all in the show. I think, right? That's like a big focal point. That's a big focal point of the game. I was surprised they didn't mention that. I was hoping we would see more of the casinos as well, but we didn't really delve into that like at all, really. Other than the Gamora and the 38, we didn't really see any other ones.
Yeah, I did notice that, because I know there's all this buildup about the crime families that run the casinos, that serve under house, and they do not get mentioned at all in this season.
No, you don't see it.
Meridas, no. What are the cannibals called again? With the mask, I forget their name.
Oh, on the White Gloves.
There, the White Glove Society. Yeah, you don't see any of those
Because you're not in there yet. Because they were tribes until Mr. House reactivated himself and was like, all right, guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I could see the lack of Mr. House all that time.
Right.
Like a void. Yeah, that makes sense.
And also, we're not going to see What was the gang that Bibini was a part of?
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember. Shoot, I can't remember.
Well, let me ask you guys this. We know that Ghoul and Dogmeat, God love Dogmeat, he's such a good
know.
boy, are heading to Colorado because Ghoul finally gets to the management vault and sorry, Ghoul, but your princess is in another castle. And he sees the postcard that his wife left behind that said Colorado was a good idea. And he realizes like, oh my God, she specifically left this for me. I finally have a sign that they're alive. So he's heading out that way. And Lucy and Maximus have been reunited in Vegas, but now we got the Legion coming in, and we got the NCRs, setting up. And are Lucy and Maximus going to stay in Vegas? Do you think they're going to hightail it out of there the first chance they get, or do you think they're going to stay and try to help the war? What do you guys think we're going to see in the third season? Are we going to see a real bloody multi-episode war, or do you think our main characters are going to cheese it?
Oh no, that's a tough one.
I feel like I will probably be like the first 2 episodes maybe, and I imagine as that chaos ensues, they're probably going to slip out. That's what I would think would happen. I don't think it doesn't have like a resolution. So yeah, I think that's just gonna, because it would fit with the tagline of whole war never changes. So I could see them just kind of just slipping out and just letting them hack each other to death or something.
It's a possibility because we got that. We got the FEV being released, possibly being released into Vault 33. So we got to follow what's going on with that. We know that House his AI is still operating in the computers. I love that little glitch out because it says signal, connection lost or no signal or whatever. And then when no one's looking at the computer, you see House's face kind of fade in. It's like, nah, he's still there. He's still watching. And that was and of course, then we also have our post-credit scene with the war going on with the Brotherhood, because there
was the post-credit scene. I didn't see that.
Okay, so we
did it.
Oh man. So we have the post-credit scene. Cuts back to the Brotherhood. They're still freaking fighting because the diode is gone. So we got I think it's 4 factions of them are fighting each other. And Quintus is sitting there going, okay, I was an idiot. And he's angrily admitting, I was an idiot for trying to unite all of us. I'm done with this. I'm sick of it. And Dane comes in and hands him something from the archives that he was told to find. Forgive me. I know the actor playing Dane is trans, but I don't know how they are identified. So forgive me if I'm using the wrong pronouns. But yeah, they go through and open up the blueprints, and it's for Liberty Prime Alpha.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's that big ass robot. So the big ass robot is in Fallout 3 actually.
3 and 4, yeah.
Oh, that's right. And it's all better dead than red. Like I love it so much.
It throws out like very patriotic little colloquialisms. It does. There's a really good one in 3 where it kind of parodies Optimus Prime, where it says freedom is the right of all Americans, or something like that. Kind of like the freedom is the right of all sentient beings that Optimus says. He kind of puts a spin on it. But yeah, basically Optimus Prime, Liberty Prime, I'm sorry, is basically the Brotherhood of Steel's like secret weapon. It's like their kind of their bunker buster, like their kind of mini Death Star thing that they take with them. So that totally makes sense. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, in Fallout 3, they needed it for both the Enclave and the Super Mutant. So,
and that also begs the question: Max is pretty much cut his ties to the Brotherhood. He's given the diode away. He's abandoned his armor because he knows they can track it. He just wanted to get back to Lucy. So, how are Lucy and Max and Ghoul going to? Are they going to encounter the Brotherhood when they get out of Vegas? Are the Brotherhood going to go to Vegas and find them? And of course, we've also got Norman. What's her name? Claudia, I think it is. Escaping the middle management. Claudia was the middle management girl who she tried to help Norm get away before the roaches.
I didn't know he got her name. Okay.
She's apparently survived. She's wounded. He's literally pulling her on a stretcher.
Little cart, yeah.
So he's heading back out into the wasteland. He doesn't know what to do. this series or the season ends with a lot of questions. We have no idea where a lot of these characters are going to end up. The only one with any clear direction is Ghoul and Dogmeat.
Yeah.
Because they're
Yeah.
heading for the Rockies. We
They're
don't
gonna
know anything else.
and his daughter. So going back to your question about the Brotherhood, I honestly think with everything going on, like everything that's been set up for season 3, I think that under the Brotherhood's is probably going to be the least of their worries. Because in this part of the timeline, the Brotherhood doesn't really have a lot of power in New Vegas.
Yeah. Well, even before, even the games, they don't really have. They're not a big presence in New Vegas. They have just a small little bunker out in the off to the side.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of like the Empire on Tatooine,
Yeah.
because Tatooine is ruled by the gangsters, the Hutts. The Empire is like, well, go do your thing. We'll just stay out of it. So
Well,
it's kind of a similar parallel.
The thing about New Vegas is that pretty much all the factions except for if you go independent, they want you to wipe out the Brotherhood or at least talk to them. Mr. House is, he goes, yeah, I want you to kill him. And when you ask why, he goes, because they're ridiculous.
Yeah, every faction in the game just has it out for the Brotherhood. And that's pretty much how it is in every game, really, that I've played for Fallout, where they because of their whole preservation of technology and hoarding weapons, they're always the bad guys to every other faction in the game.
Even the bad guys, a lot of the time, they're just kind of there. Like, people don't like it. Like NCR initially wants you to wipe them out for what happened a couple years beforehand. And and then I think you can use a speech check or a science check to
Yeah.
renegotiate terms or something. But yeah, everybody else wants you to take them out. I mean, they are protagonists in Fallout 3, but really because the Enclave wants them dead. And the Brotherhood seems to be the only positive presence in the capital on Wasteland. So
Yeah. In that game, yeah.
yeah.
All right. Let's see here. What are my other notes? Episode 7. Our apologies to Canada.
Oh, you know what? It's as soon as this new regime took over, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna take over Canada." I'm like, "Oh God, no! The resource war's all over again."
It was Greenland, right? You're thinking of Greenland, I think, right? Was there Canada talk? I don't remember.
Yes. He actually said Canada should become our 51st state, and it wasn't a big meme, but looking back on this now, I've realized there was probably a handful of gamers who said, we played Fallout. This doesn't end well.
No.
The annexation of Canada, yeah.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I kind of wish we had gotten a little bit more about that, because I know there's a scene that says Uranium City in Term Camp, but apparently Uranium City is a real town in Saskatchewan.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of fascinating. But I had to look again to see the words internment camp because it's so blind or covered with snow and everything. And it took me a while to realize, or I had to go in and learn more about the annexation and imprisonment of Canada and its citizens.
Yeah.
From the games. I kind of wish that had been explained a little bit more, especially then because you get the reaction at Stephanie and Chet's wedding when he pulls our ID and goes, "She's Canadian," and everyone is freaking out.
Steph. Oh, I love Steph. I love her.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say she's such a badass with her eye patch. With her eye patch. I love her so much.
I didn't see where we were going with her storyline for the first half of season 2, where I'm like, why are we focusing? Her and Norm were the ones where I'm like, because I was like, I want to know what's going on with Lucy and everybody else out there. Like, why are we focusing so much on like the vault? Like, we've left that. And so as we get towards the end and like with the water rationing and the everything going on with the overseers and the meeting, and it's like, okay, they're going towards something. It's not just like, meanwhile, this is what's going on. Like, no, the whole her like being the flashback of her escaping Canada and like her mom. I love when her mom tells her, "Don't think of them as humans, think of them as Americans." That was hilarious. So we're like, okay, like, all right, yeah, we deserve that. I think we kind of deserve that a little bit.
Yeah, no kidding.
But I was like, okay, like I felt we should have got that earlier, not towards the last, 1 or 2 episodes or so. Because I was like, for a large portion of the season, I'm like, why are we focusing so much on these characters when I'm much more eager to learn about what's going on out there in the wasteland. So like I kind of wish they would have moved some of that stuff around, just because I didn't really know where we were going with her and Chet. The forced wedding, I'm not even sure what the forced wedding is for, because they were kind of just already living together, and it's not like this is like a very religious society in the vault anyway. So I was just kind of like, why are we focusing so much? And then the whole thing with Norm escaping, like, I don't know how many episodes we spent on him trying to escape the vault, and he basically frees all these other like cryogenically frozen Vault-Tec employees. And I was like, where are we going with this? Like, oh, okay, it's going to lead to the discovery of the FEV virus being instigated by okay. So I kind of wish some of that stuff was a little earlier, because I just found myself not really caring about those 2 particular characters like that much until the big reveal. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what we were getting at.
That's fair.
Someone actually suggested that Norm and Claudia are going to run into Ghoul on his way to Colorado. And it's like, how hilarious would it be? It's like, oh God, it's like you're her brother. Just like just realizing who he's talking to. Like, I can't escape these people. And again, I also did really enjoy just sort of getting a look at how things are operated with the vaults. And it's fascinating. I thought interesting, because early on in the season, we find out that one of the vaults, their water chip has broken, and they're no longer getting clean water, so they got to ration it. In a later episode, we get a flashback to Barb going over things with the Vault-Tec company. And literally it's like, so this is how we want to drop the bombs, because we think it's going to look a lot more, a lot better for the ads and everything. And one of the guys actually says, the water chips are faulty, but we can pick which ones will run out of water first.
Yeah.
And it's disturbing just watching these people. It's like, okay, so we're going to have this amount of destruction, and these people are going to die, and our sales are projected to go through here. Just, oh my God, it's so messed up.
Oh yeah, like if you dive into a little bit of the lore, you will see that over half the vaults are like experiment vaults.
Like control groups, yeah.
Like the one that they come across where they find out with the chips, and they were actually brainwashing them into becoming communists.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Early on, yeah.
I mean, there's a vault in the lore where the blast doors were designed not to close properly, so radiation gets in, kills half of the dwellers, turns the other half into ghouls, and that is the necropolis. Like,
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, that town shows up, I want to say, in the first Fallout. There's also one where it's a clone vault, and it's all Gary.
Gary, yes. That's Fallout 3. It's just
Gary.
Endless Garys. All they can say is Gary.
Yeah.
You just say their name like a Pokemon.
That's creepy.
What else?
A lot of them are just control groups for like experiments that Vault-Tec wanted to run like after the fact, after the bombs. And,
Yeah.
There's one I think that was only like, it was just with children only. It was like they killed all the adults for some reason. That was like the experiment. It was just all these kids kind of just running the joint, kind of like
God, they made a Lord of the Flies vault.
I was gonna say like Neverland with the Lost Boys, but yeah, that works too. Yeah.
So
it depends on where your level of optimism is with the outcome.
They killed the adults. They separated the adults and children. when the child gets to like a certain age, they move on to the adult
Mhm.
vault. So no killing. However, in Vault 34, they basically the experiment boils down to, what if we just gave them automatic weapons?
I think there's one also. I can't remember the number, but there's one where it's all women and one guy.
Yes.
And I think the women just kill the guy straight out. I think I'm trying to remember.
God.
Yeah, like you find that in like computer logs, but you never come
Yeah, a lot of it's just like background information, like audio logs or video log. Yeah, in the background.
Yeah.
but,
somebody at the game developers was they basically just gave a room of people, said, I need to come up with some lore. Just let your most depraved thoughts
Yeah.
go nuts.
That's actually pretty accurate. My favorite vault in Fallout New Vegas is Vault 34, which should be next to 33, but it's not. It's basically, what if we gave them all automatic weapons? And that's where the boomers come from.
Mhm.
Okay, I want to see the boomers
Oh,
in the
that's
next
the one
one.
at the Nellis Airfield, right?
Yep,
the-
they are
okay,
at
yeah,
Nellis
I remember.
Space. Yeah, I want to see them in season 3 so bad I could taste it.
That would be great. Yeah, they kind of rediscover like aerial flying again after like so many hundreds of years.
I
It's
love
a cool,
it,
it's a cool
yeah.
premise. Yeah.
Like, because you're supposed to just go over there and say hi and maybe like ask for help if you
Mhm.
want, but like there's a prospector and he's like, look, here's a map, like all like they are all on guns.
They'll have all the explosive ordnance. Yeah.
Exactly. So here's the map. Now, whether or not that map is accurate, I'm still not sure, because every time I've crossed it, I'm usually like crippled completely until until Pearl, who is I want to say the de facto leader, she points me to like the doctor. But yeah, the boomers are my favorite minor faction in the entire game.
I think I would like to see a little bit. Again, we saw a little bit with I can't remember which vault it was in the first season. I was being led by the one guy with one eye, and we saw this with the vault where they were all being brainwashed. They were being experimented on with the mind control chip. So there is a lot of room for more lore building, especially if we have Ghoul now heading to Colorado. He's probably going to come across couple more vaults, probably going to, it's like, okay, let me see if I can get in here and get supplies. Although one of my, actually, it's funny because I think my favorite character in this whole season, and it sounds weird, it's Thaddeus, who we found out was becoming a ghoul in the first, in the first season, and then he's literally running a caps factory with a bunch of little kids.
Yeah, child labor. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love the way he's trying to, when he and Max team up with Ghoul after Dog Meat goes and gets, because Dog Meat doesn't understand get my packets. He says, "Oh, okay, I'll go get my master help." It's literally Dog Meat go. It's like, "What's that? Timmy fell down the well." It's so funny. And Thaddeus is trying to talk to Cooper, just like, "Yeah, a couple of ghouls," and he's like, "Yeah, so I got this thing on my shoulder," and it's, oh my god, I was having an Army of Darkness moment.
Yeah.
And when his arm falls off, and he gets like, "Oh, well, that's normal, right?" And
he's not becoming a ghoul. No.
Yeah. So again, that's why I keep talking about the forced evolutionary virus, because I'm watching this going, has he already been? I don't think he's a ghoul. It's like, was he exposed to that instead? And someone pointed out.
Wait.
What?
Sorry.
Please.
Sorry. Something just like. Is he becoming a centaur?
Someone pointed that out in another video, and to which it said centaur, and they said it's not what you think it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it lines up with the features of the teeth going down the
Yeah.
chest, and they have no arms. Centaurs have no arms. They're just like a mass of appendages with like a long tongue, and that's way more in line than with a ghoul, because even when Cooper looks at him like
no,
that's not he doesn't say it, but that's not normal. Ghouls don't have extra teeth on their bodies, and
and
No,
they don't
they
lose
don't
their
they don't
limbs.
lose limbs easily. I mean, they do sometimes. I mean, you can shoot off their limbs and they'll keep going, but they don't just drop off just because.
No. I don't remember. I don't remember if they're in Fallout. No, they are. But yeah, no, centaurs are bad. I mean, if you've ever seen Frankenhooker, and like,
I was thinking more of the movie Tusk.
close, maybe.
Yeah, that's closer actually.
I will send you a clip of Frankenhooker.
Oh God. But no, like Thaddeus is my favorite character. I love his optimism. I love the way he is around the kids. It's like the dude is running a child labor sweatshop, but he's so cute with them. Like, what do we always say? Most kids are dead by this age. And then when he picks up for them when Xander tries to kill them, he's like, no, they're kids.
Yeah.
And oh my God, Thaddeus
I forgot
hiding
about
in
Xander, yeah.
Xander's armor. Yeah, that is just one of the funniest
I know.
things ever. Just I'm trying to watch him get out of the boat, like, ow, just oh my God, I love that scene.
The physical comedy in this show and the humor is just like is right in line with Fallout New Vegas. It really is, because I mean, the game can get real dark, but like it always has that like gallows
humor.
humor.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love when the in the beginning, I think it's the first or second episode, where that lady is selling the flea with his flea
Oh
suit.
God, the flea suit.
Or two caps, and then
oh,
she's like, "You know
God.
what? I got some crackers in another pocket. Do you want?" Like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
I'm not joking here. I nearly threw up when I saw not just what you went like that, but when you actually saw the fleas still alive,
Like jumping.
Oh
yeah.
God, I wanted to barf so bad.
I mean, trust me,
You do eat bugs in the game. You can eat
sure.
bugs. Yeah.
Rad road sticks.
Bloat flies. Yeah.
Dan Brown did write about how crustaceans and cockroaches are really not that distant, to which someone said, "I'll never gonna eat a lobster roll again."
Oh, I love lobster. I love lobster. That's like my favorite food.
Yeah, but what is a lobster if not a giant cockroach that lives in the sea?
That's why I wonder. I'm like, would a cockroach taste the same? I'm curious. Probably not, though. I
No,
feel like
because
the flesh wouldn't be as good.
No, because cockroaches don't come from the sea. I mean, I can go through 2 pounds of crab legs in about 5 minutes. So, like, I understand.
I love snow crab legs. Oh, I
don't like working for it. I don't like having to.
Oh, that's the fun though.
like
Especially when
doing
you're sitting with someone else and you crack them open and they get showered with the juice.
That's why I don't like
instead of you.
pistachios that much. I don't like having to work for it.
Same way about ribs, but like, yeah, like I feel the same way about like ribs. However, I will put in some work for crab legs, especially if you do them for me. Yeah, like I was maybe 6 or 7 and my mom gave me my first piece of crab leg, and then like my face lit up and she goes, "Oh God damn it." I'm like, what? She goes, "Now I gotta crack them for you." I'm like, yeah, you do.
Speaking of crabs, they haven't shown any Mirelurks in the show yet, have they?
No, they have not.
Oh, okay. That's a very common Fallout enemy. I'm surprised we haven't seen that yet.
Well, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. They haven't really been near a body of water, have they? Because
Okay,
those come out of Lake Mead.
True.
Yeah, nope. California to Vegas and now into Colorado. So, do those things are they solely saltwater or freshwater?
No, there's freshwater ones too. Yeah.
Okay, then maybe we'll be able
near a body of waters where they would. Yeah, they're just giant crabs, basically. Yeah.
I mean, so the first time that I ever played the game, I went crab people.
Walk like man, taste like it's like walk Don't look like grab. Well, I can't remember it. It's a South Park reference, Andrew.
Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah. No, like so I have a photographic memory when it comes to this game for some reason, and they come out of Lake Mead. And you
Yeah.
find them when you're doing the quest line for the boomers. Because
You gotta
one
pull
of
out the B-52 out of the lake.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if they're limiting the budget for how much they can do with a lot of the monsters. I mean, again, those death claws and the roaches and the scorpions looked incredible, but it's pretty clear that they only have so much to work with. And if they probably try to start spending the budget on all these other monsters, it's going to get out of
Sure.
hand.
right.
Plus, I like the idea that you still want to see some more monsters. Obviously, the biggest enemy in the game is always going to be other humans, the
Yeah.
Legionnaires, the Brotherhood of Steel. So you don't want to blow all your monsters right away in the first season. I like the idea. It's like the more seasons progress, the more we're going to see more and more monsters.
You don't want to blow all your monsters, huh?
Speaking though, real quick, I just remember right now we were talking about, we mentioned the Legion and NCR. Kat, when we get that scene that's straight out of the intro for Fallout New Vegas with the when the sniper with the big 50 cal, and then he shoots and you see the flames and it follows the bullet just like the intro of New Vegas. I love that. I absolutely love that. That was so cool. Did you catch that, Alexis, when they did that, when like the NCR shows up, like, and the NCR Rangers like perched up in the balcony?
Yeah, that
And he
is
picks
a
up-
direct shot from the game. I remember someone mentioned that. You're right.
I love that. That was so good.
Yeah, like it's got the NCR Ranger power armor, and he's holding the anti-material rifle, which
There
is
you
my
go. Yeah,
favorite
50 cal.
weapon
Yeah.
in the game. And I know exactly, yeah, and I know exactly which ammo he's using. They're using. Those are incendiary rounds in the anti-material rifle that you get from the gun runners. Like I said, it's my favorite ranged weapon. It's basically a sniper rifle on roids. It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah. It's OP. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, I think the only other note I had here, there was one line in episode 7 that I just could not get over. You have the scene of Ghoul, Thaddeus, and Maximus. He's back in the armor, walking into Freeside, and everyone is cheering for him because he's got the NCR logo on there. And Ghoul says, "Never underestimate the power of brand recognition." And I was like, and then you remember, oh yeah, this show's on Amazon. Like, nice play, Bezos. Nice play.
I mean, like, it's not only that, but like, I mean, there are name brands all throughout those games. I have a Nuka-Cola poster, like, on my wall. You know,
That's dope.
like it's all about Nuka-Cola and Blammo Devil Eggs and
Pork and
Sunset
beans.
sarsaparilla. Yeah, did you see Steph steal the pork and beans from the guy on the way to the border?
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah.
yeah, like it's
Well,
like
I mean, yeah, it's a parody of that, you know, the whole classic Americana stuff. Nuka-Cola,
Yeah.
you don't need to know. I mean, you know, it's basically just Coca-Cola, right? And it's just like
Mhm.
how prevalent that stuff is everywhere, like the branding of everything. Like I'm Mexican, and I can tell you in Mexico, like Coca-Cola is life. You go to work in the morning, you're having a 1 liter Coke for breakfast with like a piece of sweet bread. Like that is Coca-Cola is very prevalent in soccer, which is a very big part of Hispanic culture. Like Coke is everything. So like showing like, yeah, Nuka-Cola is basically the equivalent where like, are you guys, I want to try, I know Costco carries them. I haven't gotten any of those drinks yet. They have like the Sunset Sarsaparilla, the Nuka Quantum, was it the Nuka Quantum Cola? They have like I think it's the Jones soda, right? They have like the license for those drinks. You guys
Oh, okay. I don't think I've seen them. The only time I've seen things with Nuka-Cola is I see there's a couple of dealers who have made like lava lamps out of
that is a fantastic idea.
and they put the Nuka-Cola logo.
They're so
Oh,
good.
that is so cool. I want to say, okay, I need to get one of those. That's a perfect like merging of those two things.
Yeah,
That's
I
cool.
want one so bad. And also Mexican Coke is goat. It really is.
Absolutely. I love Mexican Coke 'cause
Pure
they use
sugar.
real cane sugar. It tastes so much better. And this is actually interesting. This is something Andre constantly brings up is that you always get Mexican Coke in glass bottles, and he insists that something about the way a glass bottle funnels the soda
Mhm.
when you drink it. He says it tastes better
It
that
does.
way as opposed to when it's in an aluminum can. Now, and
Yeah,
I see his argument, but I'm curious if you two have any input on that.
I will say yes. So I had not seen it. So I've lived in St. Louis my whole life. I spent 2 months in Wyoming in my early 20s, and I saw Mexican Coke for the first time. And yeah, no, it's great. It's in the big ass glass bottle. It tastes like actual Coke. Like it tastes like
Yeah.
what Coke would have tasted like in 1945. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that is part true because the whole corn syrup lobby has kind of made sugar very prohibitively expensive to use here in the States. So that's why, just for cost reasons, that's why they make it with the corn syrup.
Yeah.
But I have heard, yeah, I mean, I've tried it in a glass bottle, and even when you go to Mexico, like when I go to visit family there, I pretty much only see it in glass bottle form. I think they do. I've seen 2 liters here and there, but no one drinks the 2 liters. It's really just the individual glass ones.
Mhm.
I don't know for sure if it being glass matters or if the shape, like you said, Alexis, because I know for like drop beer like Guinness, the cup shape does matter. Like for the foam, for I guess it foams or fizzes a certain way. I know that
Yeah.
does matter. It has to be poured. Yeah, it has to even be poured like a certain way. So I wouldn't imagine it would be that hard for that to translate over to Coke, I think.
Okay.
So
Well, I mean, we all know Nuka-Cola obviously has higher doses of radiation, and I love actually there are certain people on YouTube that have they do like yeah, this was a popular drink back in the day. Let's try to recreate it, kind of a thing. These are the guys who really got big on the whole. Yes, believe it or not, you used to drink your Dr. Pepper piping hot, which they did back in the
What?
50s. I swear
that
to God.
sounds so gross.
Yeah, nope.
So
That in the
gross.
50s, Dr. Pepper was served boiling hot. That's the way they did it. But yeah, they always talk about how
Why?
but they always talk about trying to make Nuka-Cola obviously minus the radiation. So there's a lot of jokes about how much extra sugar they have to add into this thing.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm going to drink this and my teeth are going to fall out, and
Yeah.
I'm officially going to need insulin shots after this.
So back in the day, when my mom was going through nursing school, she worked at this like smoke shop, and they carried Sioux. They carried a brand called Sioux City. So it was like Sioux City Crew Soda, Sioux City.
I think I've seen that at Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel carries a lot of like sodas.
Yeah, like a lot of old timey soaps.
Yeah, I think I've seen
old-timey
Sioux
drinks
City
and
at Cracker Barrel.
So my favorite was Sioux City Sarsaparilla, right?
That sounds good.
I love sarsaparilla, anything. But like you go on Amazon and it's really expensive.
Mm.
Like to get like a 6-pack, it's like $40 or something.
Whoa.
Is it real sarsaparilla? Because I understood that you can't have like authentic sarsaparilla anymore.
I mean, so the last time I had
Go ahead.
so I'm 40 now. The last time I came across a Sioux City sarsaparilla, I was 9.
Okay.
There you go.
So I don't really know if it's real.
Because I've heard that they're not like FDA allowed or something like that because sarsaparilla naturally has like certain like toxic chemicals. I forgot what it was. It's a natural ingredient that's part of like the plant or whatever, but it's kind of like how Apple has cyanide, but like in really small concentrations, like really small amounts, right?
Yeah,
But like it's something like that where sarsaparilla, the process of making it like leaves kind of like trace amounts of like some kind of like poison or something.
All right, hang on. I'm Googling this.
Google.
Sarsaparilla.
I don't know how recent that is though. That's why. I'm
Right.
asking.
Now I know that you can't give honey to babies under a year old because of the trace amounts of botulism. But
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Didn't know that.
yeah, so if you have any children and they're infants, don't give them honey yet.
Okay, sarsaparilla is banned in the U.S. because saffrole, whatever that is, was found to contribute to liver cancer in rats when given high doses, and thus
Okay.
sassafras or sarsaparilla-containing products were banned.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I remember hearing.
Yeah,
But I don't know how long ago that ban was. So
Yeah, it says here that this report came out in 2018. Yeah, the main constituent, again, I don't know if you put an accent on it, so if it's saffrole or saffrole, I don't know. But yeah, it's carcinogenic.
there you go. I was thinking carcinogenic, but I thought that only applied to meats because I know meats have a lot of carcinogens. But
Yeah.
yeah, you
so
can't
you
have like
Yeah.
true, authentic sarsaparilla anymore. Sadly.
Right.
Well, frankly, I think
So
if
the
you're drinking a
rats.
Nuka-Cola, I don't think they have to worry about carcinogenic because, again, you're already drinking a radioactive soda.
I mean, well, let's see. It's either you get liver cancer or leukemia. Which one you want?
Gee,
Yeah.
what's
Yeah,
a better
pretty
way to die?
Yeah.
Pretty much, if it's branded as sarsaparilla now, it's basically just root beer because it's like the closest thing
Yeah.
to it.
Oh no, Sioux City sarsaparilla did not taste like root beer. It tastes like a milder root beer.
That does bring up an interesting idea with the sunset sarsaparilla in the games, because then it's like, okay, so it's a case of, well, here, have a sunset sarsaparilla. It's not irradiated.
Yeah,
Still
it's
gonna
not,
kill you though.
Yeah,
I mean-
maybe. I feel a lot of the stuff in the show or in the game is tongue in cheek, kind of just like this is how we used to do things back then, and we survived. We barely survived, so here you go, kind of thing.
Well, like, so it's going with like a retro, like, so I know that Fallout is going with like a retro futuristic vibe, and it's like alternative. Like if we had put more thought, or if we had put more effort into like nuclear power
Yeah,
opposed to coal,
Mhm.
yeah. Which is
That-
reflected in the cars. If you see those, it like says all the cars in the show, they have like that reactor like down the back of the spine of the car.
Yeah.
Those are all nuclear powered cars.
Yeah, I do love the retro futuristic aesthetic in
Me
the
too.
flashbacks. I mean, that I am a huge fan of that aesthetic. I think it's one of the things I loved about the Fantastic Four movie that came out last year.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I agree.
love the production design of that film because I
Yeah.
love the way they made this place look.
Oh yeah, like it's very mid-century modern. I do love it. I also love that in the game, if you aim your guns at cars and you hit that reactor, guess what? Your rads go out of control.
A little mini mushroom cloud. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I am kind of sad that we didn't see anybody use a fat man on the season.
Again,
Okay,
it's a portable nuclear rocket launcher.
Oh.
And again, that makes sense. Like Alexa said, for budget reasons, I could see why they wouldn't introduce that right
Yeah.
away.
Well, and again, don't forget, season 3 is coming out. They said they're going to start. Apparently, they're supposed to start shooting within the next few months.
Yeah,
Um,
the showrunners want to not take too long of a break between the seasons. Yeah,
Yeah, because it was like a year and some change between the two, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, the plan is at the absolute latest, very early 2027 is when we'll get season 3. They are moving right along into this. They want to keep it going. It's big hit on Amazon. The fans are loving it, and again, that's one of the things I love about this show is that
strike while the iron's hot. Yeah.
well, it's not just that, but as you guys can tell as our viewers can tell from watching this, is that this show appeals to people who are fans of the games and those who have never played the games. If you played the games, there's so many Easter eggs, fun little details you're really going to appreciate. If you haven't played the games, it's still a great post-apocalyptic mystery with a lot of fun elements, some great comedy. The acting is incredible. The set design is amazing. I mean, look at all the details in Freeside.
Yeah.
You see the posters in the backgrounds of that one bar that the ghoul goes into. And again, I haven't played the game, but I remember somebody told me, it's like, oh, well, apparently those are like all characters that have shown up in the games, and how it's like that level of detail is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So I love it.
Yeah, I've got a friend who is an over the road truck driver, and he sent me pictures of Good Springs. There is a place called Good Springs.
Yes, there is. Yeah, that's where they have the every year they have that big Fallout convention. The
Nice.
I forget the
Yeah.
name. I wanted to go, but I didn't have the time. It's like a 2-hour drive for me. I wish I could have gone, but
Where are you?
I live in the high desert. I live in California. I'm like
Oh.
less than 3 hours from Vegas.
Oh, I am so jealous. Because I'm in St. Louis, so like I am way, 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 way too far east. And I know that you're in
Kansas City.
yep, KC.
hmm
Man, I want to go so bad. You know what else they have? They have Wasteland Weekend, which is like
Yeah, my cousin goes to that. He goes.
Is
I
that
think
like a Fallout version of Burning Man?
yes, well,
yes,
Nice.
yeah. He and his girlfriend go to that like every year. Yeah.
it's like Fallout and Mad Max had a baby. Like there's a Thunderdome there.
Mhm.
You know,
Well, probably don't have to worry about their orgy tent blowing away. Oh, did you hear about this? Apparently, at Burning Man,
What?
there's an orgy tent, and someone. Okay, so at Burning Man, you got several stupidly powerful winds because it's a flat desert,
Sure. Yeah.
and they warn you about this, And apparently, whoever did there is an orgy tent, and it was not properly secured to the ground, and it blew away because of the winds.
so
And everyone's just joking about. It's like, well, that's something that you never think you're going to have to explain in your lifetime.
So I'm not trying to yuck anybody else's yum, like I am not a kink shamer whatsoever, but
Mark, you better not be.
and you're Sean. So like, yeah, I know I am not gonna yuck anybody else's yum. I'm not a kink shamer. Semicolon, however, comma. Who wants to fuck in a tent? Also, who wants to fuck multiple people in a tent? Also, who wants to fuck multiple people in a tent in the desert?
There's no showers out there, are there?
No,
Ugh.
you have to bring your own water. There is no.
I know
pub
that,
or anything.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah, they warn you like before you drive in to find a parking spot. Apparently, they're like, you are in charge of everything. You're in charge of your own water. There are no convenience stores. There's no pumps. There's nothing. It's like you have to take care of everything and bring everything with you.
Was it last year where they all got stranded out there or something like that?
Something like that. Apparently, there was there was like a sudden rainstorm that blew through, and all the cars got stuck in the mud.
In the mud, yeah.
Again, it's like the flat desert. They don't plan for this kind of thing, so all the buses that were supposed to come get in, they couldn't get in and out of the mud.
I mean,
Oh, God.
if I wanted to have an orgy and light things on fire, just stay home.
This is by far the strangest TV party tonight I think I've ever hosted. But I love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to message Mark. It's like, so one of the things we talked about tonight.
You brought a chaos goblin in. Hi. No, like you know what? Like, I feel like every time I'm on a podcast talking about this kind of thing, it always devolves into kink for some reason.
Okay.
Okay, we're putting that to the challenge when we review The Bride.
What to not?
What's that movie about?
It's
What?
essentially like Bride of Frankenstein meets Bonnie and Clyde.
It's Frankenstein. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'll credit. I always pause to salute a Mel Brooks reference. For the record, Sean Comer said he wants in on that one too. So,
Yeah, I know. Of course he fucking does.
but I hate to say, I think we should probably wrap this up here pretty soon. We're going for an hour and 43 minutes. And Andrew, I know you are on a limited time schedule.
Yeah.
Was there anything else from the show that we did not bring up? Any notes that you wanted? Anything you wanted to talk about before you need to get going?
I'm just not really. I'm just thinking about how the last few scenes of the show we see the call out and the references to the Enclave. and it seems like they're probably going to be the big bad for next season.
Mhm.
I'm curious to see how that's going to play out because the Enclave is like the continuation of the U.S. government, basically, in the absence of an official U.S. government. And they had like this really sick power armor that I want to see, the Hellfire armor. It
Yes.
looks really dope. So I'm curious if they're going to be like the big bad, or if we're even going to see that really cool armor of theirs. So, and they're very well equipped. They're very well equipped, and they're kind of like the Brotherhood of Steel in terms of like equal footing for like firepower and stuff. So, it'll be cool to see them if they hopefully play a bigger role next season.
Now, I am interested because again, we got Clancy Brown playing the president in just one scene. He's on screen for like 30 seconds, if that. But they do mention at the beginning of the first season that apparently the president of the United States disappeared before the bombs went off. Hint, hint. So I think it would be kind of fascinating to see more of Clancy Brown as the president. Obviously, not in Lucy and Maximus's time,
Yeah,
but maybe see a little
flashback.
bit more from Cooper's time about how he got the hell out of there before they started dropping the bombs. Because again, that's the big question. We don't know who dropped the bombs. We don't know if it was Vault-Tec, the Enclave, if it was a foreign power. They're really trying to build this up. Poor Coop, he handed over that diode to the Enclave. He pretty much started Armageddon with that single gesture. But, now we got to know, what happened, what he's put the wheels in motion, but what's going to happen?
That is a really interesting thing, because it's never really explained in the games, but it's heavily implied that China's the one that dropped the bombs because we were at war with them. But, going off what they're saying, what the show has become and context clues, I think the call's coming from inside the house,
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, there's a line in the actual game where Mr. House talks about how he miscalculated the bombs dropping by like 15 minutes or something. That like he knew that far ahead of what would happen, and he said like, "Oh, like I was like 15 minutes like off the actual time of when like the bomb would go off." So like he had some kind of inside information on that. So I'm curious
He's
to
a,
see.
he's a mathematician. He's freaking Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park.
Right. Yeah, like because he figured out that nuclear war was inevitable, and they had like X amount of time for this. And the reason why New Vegas is like it's like it didn't go unscathed, obviously, but it's in a lot better shape. But like the Mojave is in a lot better shape than like Capital Wasteland or Commonwealth or even parts of California.
It wasn't hit directly.
Yeah, well, because he was able to divert a lot of the missiles from the area, which is why like there's a lot of sources of clean water too, which I think is really cool.
But yeah, I'm really again, this show has a great mystery building with it, and I am really enjoying that. That's one of my favorite things about this. So remember at the end of the first season when you find out that Hank was the one who dropped the bomb on Shady Sands, I could not stop geeking. I'm like, oh my god, just I lost it. So credit to the show. They are building up the suspense on this, and
they are.
So this is a great show. Again, the show's on Amazon Prime. If you haven't checked it out yet, please go ahead. I'm sorry, Andrew, you said you need to get out of here?
Yeah, I have another Zoom call actually I had to make. So it's important.
Okay.
Odd hours, but yes.
Okay. If you have time, do you want to throw out any plugs on where our listeners can find you?
I don't have anything going on currently. I have one project that I'm working on, but it's nowhere near like, there's nothing to plug yet.
All right. And I still have you on for when we review A Night of the Seven Kingdoms next month.
Yeah. I haven't caught up yet, but I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't started yet because you know me, I got to binge one show at a time. Otherwise, they all
Yeah.
blend together, and then I'm wondering why is someone from House Targaryen running around in the wasteland with dog meat? It happens. It happens. All right, man. I will talk to you later then, and we will see you in a couple of weeks. You have a good night.
All right.
Night,
Thank you. Nice meeting you, Kat. All right.
like
You guys
guys,
take care.
thanks for playing along.
All right, Kat, was there anything else you wanted to talk about before we move on to plugs?
No, just everybody watching this, please watch the show. Give it 10 minutes and you'll fall in love.
Definitely. All right. Well, Miss Kat, since this is our first time recording together, you want to move on to your plugs?
Sure. So I'm terrible at social media, but I'm on Facebook under my government name, Kathleen Benton Scott. I've got a movie on Trauma Now called Christmas Chaos. Trauma Now is the first month free. Each subsequent month, $4.99. If you watch the movie, you give us 5 cents, which I love. We are currently working on our second movie called Heavy Metal Massacre Discography. And my partner actually just talked to Rhonda Shear from Up All Night. And
Awesome.
so it's possible that she might show our movie. Fingers crossed.
Excellent.
Right. But yeah, no. I'm just a big old dork with my fingers in some really interesting pies. But other than that,
Story of my life. All right. And like I mentioned before, we're going to have you back on to talk about The Bride. We do have a couple more TV party tonight's coming up if there's any that you are interested in. We're again, like I mentioned with Andrew, we're going to be looking at A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. This is the second spinoff from Game of Thrones after House of the Dragon. We're going to be doing that. We're going to be looking at the second season of One Piece on Netflix. We're going to be talking Spider Noir. The trailer for that just dropped with Nicolas Cage. Really excited for that. Don't have it on the schedule yet because HBO Max has not released. I think it's HBO Max. I can't remember which channel's doing it. They have not released the full schedule yet, so we'll get that on as soon as we can. In the meantime, I will also be coming on for some Damn You Hollywoods. In addition to The Bride, I will be joining Mark and Robert to talk about Scream 7. That's coming out. I've been on for the last few Scream movies. Guys and I always love talking about that. I have been dragged against my will in discussing Hoppers because it's a animated film. So, of course, I have to, bear that cross. So look at it's like, oh, look, Avatar stole everything or stole from everyone else. So I guess it's about time Disney finally stole from Avatar. And that is still the thought process I'm going into with that. So we got that. And now on to the plugs that pay me. I will never let Mark go for starting that joke. And that is Honeysuckle Rose Creations, where fashion meets fandom at the intersection of geek and chic. Going to pull up my Amazon shop here. We are still in the middle of our down season. We're not doing any conventions until the end of March. We're going to be coming back strong with Planet Comic-Con here in Kansas City. So excited. Got a crazy amount of celebrities for that. And until then, we do have our shops open on Etsy and Handmade at Amazon. As you can see, we have a lot of fun, geeky jewelry, including, let me get down to it. Where is it? Oh, look at that. Our Nuka-Cola inspired charm bracelet made of Scrabble tiles with all the different flavors of Nuka-Cola on it. Had a lot of fun designing that. Kind of went with a I wanted it to make it look like old vintage Coca-Cola logo. Yeah. So got that. Of course, we also have our Nuka-Cola hair barrette. And if you come see us at the conventions, we've got pins for Nuka-Cola and Brotherhood of Steel, among others. Of course, that's just a small part of what we got. We've got tons of other stuff for geeks of all kinds. So come check it out. Again, our stores are open on Etsy and Handmade at Amazon. We're in the process of opening a Shopify store. If I have time to finally sit down and get my bank account linked to it so people could start buying from it. I've just been so stinking busy. Haven't been able to do that.
Yeah.
And as always, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, Screw You, Twitter, and TikTok. So thank you so much for listening. For myself, for Miss Rose of Sharon. I'm sorry, would you prefer if I call you Rose of Sharon or would you prefer I call you Kat?
So Rose of Sharon Cassidy is a character in Fallout New Vegas. I couldn't think of another character. Rose of Rose of Sharon Cassidy is a drunken hoe.
Thanks for that.
Right. So I was like, you know what? And also, I have a habit of like changing my name to suit whatever the the topic is going to be. Like, we did a John Hughes triple feature. One of the movies was Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and my name on here was Sloane Peterson's dead grandmother.
Okay, that's good.
We did a triple feature with Striptease, Hustlers, and Showgirls, and it doesn't suck. So yeah, it's weird. It's just a weird quirk I have.
Fair enough. Well, hey, thank you for listening tonight, guys. So for myself, for Kat Scott, I'm Alexa Sana. Thank you again. Have a wonderful night. I am going to go pour myself a Nucatini.